Yeah. Andy Sherry and I become firm friends. And every time he came to stay in Cardiff, he always stayed with me and my family. After a while, Alan Smith, who was one of the originals, seemed to drop out of karate for some reason. And then he always brought a young brown belt with him then, called Bobby Poyton, who we know has gone into greater things. I always had to partner off with Bobby when he came to the club, which is very hard for me because he was so good and so fast. But you know, it did me good to train with someone like that. Story one night, I was shift working them days, and we'd all gone to bed, and I had to be up at 6 in the morning, or up at 5 to be in work by 6. And in the middle of the night, you thump, bang, wallop, thump. And I said to my wife, what the hell's going on in there? I goes in the next bedroom, Andy and Bob doing Kumite, 3 o'clock in the morning. So I said, listen guys, I've got to go to work. Go back to bed. But no, I had wonderful times with these people. Anyway, after 2 years, maybe no, longer than that actually. It was gone 3 years before I did my black belt. And he said, oh, it's time you took your black belt. And I was never too keen, because I hated gradings. I didn't like them at all. Because, you know, we used to have to grade under Sensei Leader in them days, or Kanazawa, because Andy didn't have grading rights in them days. So it was always one of the Japanese come down to do it. We had people like Sumi. Kato took my black belt, obviously. But anyway, he said to me, Sensei Leader's coming down to do your downgrade. So the night before my grade, you know, I feel a bit terrified, and get a phone call from London saying Sensei Noida's not coming, he's going to send down Sensei Kato. No, I'd never met Kato, I didn't know what he looked like or anything. So down the station I goes now to pick him up. And I'm thinking, how the hell am I going to tell who's who? I thought, right, the first Japanese that walks out now, not that they were going to get loads, but if there had been a party of Japanese, we'd have been in trouble. Anyway, the first guy walks out, well, he looks something out of a kung fu movie. He had black swept hair, he had a fag hanging out of his mouth, he had a white mac on with a belt tied like a karate gi, white shoes, a right swagger on him. I thought, blimey, that got to be him. So I went over to him, I said, you Sensei Kato? He said, see? So then we go to the dojo. We used to have a dojo in the Cardiff Docks in them days. And it wasn't a very posh dojo. It was rough floorboards. Most of the time the windows were broke because the kids in the docks used to smash them. Anyway, I said, right Sensei, so many hours today, so many hours tomorrow. And he said, no, he said, I go back to London today. He said, we train all day today. I said, but I got to do my black belt. He said, nah, you do your black belt at the end of the course. Anyway, we trained probably 7 hours. And lucky enough, Kato was a chain smoker, and he couldn't do an hour without the fag. So every hour at least we got a fag break. So we did the grading then at the end, and I was really tired. But I passed, and I was chuffed, and he told me that I was the first person out of 29 people he'd passed. So I was chuffed with that. But I took him back to the station and off he went again. I'm not going to tell you he had half a dozen whiskies before he got on the plane, on the train, but he did.